Do you agree with the following assertion? The only person you can count on in life is yourself.
Yes, that is 100% true.
I would say like I can always count on my parents, you know, and I've really learnt that this year. So no, I would say that I can definitely count on someone other than myself.
That's bullshit. You were born and your mama gave birth to you and she probably breastfed you, so I'd say no, you can't only count on yourself.
I disagree. I think everyone gets by with a little help from their friends.
I'm Māori, so I disagree. We come from a huge whānau, and as the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. So, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't know, I disagree. To count on yourself, shit, that's a lot of pressure to put on you. You know, I couldn't personally do it.
I guess just like growing up and experiencing things at school, like getting bullied for being different or something. I've just always learnt that like my parents have got my back at the end of the day.
Really disagree with that. I think like being able to trust other people and to have each other's back and to sort of form small communities of support is really important to me. And so I think I openly sort of count on a lot of people around me to sort of lift myself up and also hopefully for me to be able to lift them up as well, I guess.
Having the mindset that the only person you can rely on in yourself is quite lonely and quite dangerous.
Some days I could say yes, and some days I'd probably be like, no, I need help.
Today in our society, there's too much individualism.
I would almost say there's not enough. I think individualism is really important for any sort of society or culture or community.
Yes. I think it depends on like cultural background and like what you are more interested in like protecting, I guess.
There's not too much individualism, there's not enough. You can see that even when you're in school in stupid girl groups where if you have different ideas and individual ideas, then you are rejected to an extent because you stand out and you're different.
There's not too much individualism, but we certainly live in a time where you can shift your identity for it to skew either way.
No, I think that it's great that we're separating from the grain and everyone's becoming an individual, everyone's becoming their own person, and I think that's so bloody cool, you know?
No. Who's to say there's too much? I mean, express yourself, do what you want, dye your hair funny colours, don't dye your hair funny colours.
I think there is too much individualism in the sense that we all just worry about ourselves and we've lost that kind of community and collectivism.
I don't think so. There's like a big sense of community, especially when people either really like something or really don't like something. People come together.
Yes, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, it'd be amazing to see more collectivism.
Nah. Everyone needs to be an individual, I think. Like, everyone should just feel like they can express themselves. That's why I love, like, K Road. Like, you literally go down there.
It thrives there.
Yeah, and people just do whatever they want, like, wear whatever they want, act however they want. Like, no one judges people. It's so good.
And I think definitely in our culture, or I feel, that it's sometimes you have to put your individualism aside and put the collective first.
When I feel depressed, I turn to my friends for support. I try to keep it a secret from family and friends. I feel like I have no future. I want to end it all. What's depression? I usually turn to my friends for support.
When I feel depressed, I feel like at points in my life, I would isolate myself. And it was through like learning, through like therapy and friends and just smarter people than me, that turning to my friends and family for support is the best thing to do.
I have a tendency to keep it secret from friends and family until it gets really bad, and then I'll probably reach out.
I would definitely say I turn to my friends for support, especially more this year than ever. Just having gone through a bit more bad stuff than normal this year has really made me appreciate my friends being there for support.
You're welcome.
I like to be quite open about my mental state and how I feel about different things.
When I feel depressed,
I turn to you.
I turn to Lou.
I've got this issue with the word depression. Like, I just think being sad or not feeling yourself or like not feeling happy is like actually just a normal part of life. Like it's a normal part of an emotional cycle.
I'm kind of that person, but I bottle it up for a very long time, and then I kind of crack.
I feel like I probably turn to my friends for support, which is not always the case. I think I've previously tried to keep it a secret from friends and family.
Sometimes I would try to keep it a secret until I'm ready to talk about it.
The other week, when I was like having a panic about being redundant, I was drunk as well, which was silly. Sobbing on the bus, and I'm like, oh man, this is embarrassing. And I just texted my friend, and I just stayed on the bus and went to his.
Eventually, maybe I'd turn to my friends, but first and foremost, it would be my family. Well, my partner, and then my mum, I think.
My online privacy. This is something I really care about. No one should access my data. Who cares about it? There's not privacy on the internet. It depends. For security reasons, the government should be able to access my data. Personally, I don't believe anyone should be able to access your data, not even the government.
It's such a norm these days that like all the social media platforms can access your data that...
And you consent to it as well.
Yeah, you can just like not exist on the online space if like you're too worried, I guess.
I'm very anal about online privacy. I like go through every piece of social media like account that I have and turn on all my privacy settings.
Guys who I'm really good friends with, some of my best friends, their girlfriends have found me online, stalked my social medias and messaged me and they're like, hey, I don't really like that you guys have been friends. And that's like not really cool.
So I don't mind actually sharing data.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing it. I'd rather share it with Facebook than the government. Yeah, like most people fundamentally don't understand that Facebook's a paid service. You pay for it with your data.
Realistically, there is no privacy on the internet anymore. There's the illusion of privacy on the internet.
I feel like this is something I do really care about, but I use social media, and so I feel like when you start to use things like social media, you're kind of like feeding into your own privacy status by putting that information out there.
For me, this is something I really do care about because there are some dodgy people on the internet these days.
That is so true.
I do not feel comfortable with my data or the data of the people around me like being used to manipulate us in the way that it's being used at the moment. I think once we see the democratization of social networking, that will be a better outcome for us.
These days, how would you rate your mental health? Excellent, very good, good, fair, poor?
I would say fair or good.
I would say fair.
Good. Yeah, I would say good.
Very good.
Yeah, very good.
I reckon I'm probably like a good or fair.
Yeah, lately it's been pretty below average, but it's definitely a lot better recently. I'm like working on my own stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I'd say overall my mental health is pretty good. But there are times when I'm aware that I'm not as okay as I think I am.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love my life.
I think it's good, and I think that is something that requires maintenance.
I've kind of learned to think of mental health just in the same way that I would think about my physical health. Every now and again I feel like I've got a bit of like a cold in my mind, you know?
Fear. It fluctuates.
Poor.
It goes like up and down, I guess. Today was a good day.
Mm.
Today has been a good day.
Today's a good day.
So, very good.